Guys, welcome back to Going Off Grid My Way. Today is Saturday the 17th, 18th, something like that. We just, me and Lindsay went and got a load of firewood, picked up some logs. It wasn't a full load, but it was enough. Um, Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had to go check something. Still waiting for him to come pick up this other truck. They called me a little while ago and told me that they would be out this afternoon. Anyways, I'm gonna sit down here. We'll chit chat for a minute. As soon as we got back, I got over here and I started cutting up that log that's left. There's a small piece over right there, and then there's this one here. But I ran out of gas. I don't know how well you can see. It's probably a good 6-8 foot at least. Sorry about the shake. I literally just put the chainsaw down before I started the camera. But you can see Lindsay back here cleaning up the woods so she can have herself another fire. She's been burning, let me zoom out real quick, on a regular basis, just trying to clean up some of the rotted stuff back here, just to make it a little nicer. Probably not this year, but in the springtime we're going to go through and clear up all the weeds and get the lawnmower back there. So we want to get as much of the sticks as possible picked up so we can get some grass growing back there. Since that's what we get to look at, we want to make it as nice as possible. At some point we might start tackling this lot next door over here, but I really don't want to even attempt to clean that up until I find out if we're going to be able to purchase it or not yet. But like I said, we have not found out who the owners exactly are yet, and we haven't contacted anybody. So we're waiting to see if anything pops up, if there's ever a for sale sign goes up on it or whatnot, and we'll work on that later when that happens. I don't know if I showed you guys this in the last video. I did put that third window in. I've been working inside a little bit here and there, just trying to get odds and ends done that I haven't been able to do. Yesterday we drove 2 hours north and picked up a new wood stove. That right there is a story within itself. I was going to record yesterday, but we were just having so many issues. We had no phone service, so we had a hard time finding a place. Took us an extra hour. Then we couldn't figure out how to get back from where we were at because we were literally in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing around for a good 40 miles in either direction that we went. You could just see hills and valleys and nothing but trees. Then we ended up breaking down, and my parking emergency brake, I don't know which one exactly it is. I'm guessing it was the emergency brake, but that exploded inside my back wheel drum. So I had to stop and pry that out so that we could continue on down the road. And then of course, since we were not necessarily lost, but in the middle of nowhere, we couldn't find a gas station. So then we almost ran out of gas. But we ended up getting back and found our way back once I found a road that I recognized. And picked up the kids, brought them over here last night, and then unloaded the wood stove, put that in the house. It did come with a couple pieces of black pipe, but I don't know if we're going to use them or not. But I'll do a quick video of that later on, showing the new wood stove. We still have the other one. I'm debating on selling it or not. I'm probably not going to, though, just because of the fact that it's always good to have a backup, and if nothing else, I could always put that in a garage later on. Um, what else? Really hasn't had a lot happening. I've been working a lot. Got all that stuff taken care of earlier this week that took me out of work for a couple days, so that's good. That's a big relief, some of those things. We won't go into specifics, but it's definitely a weight off my shoulder. Um, I can't wait for him to get this truck out of here because it's blocking my driveway and it just sucks trying to get in and out. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just trying to get all the odds and ends done here and there. We've been getting turkey eggs pretty frequently, every couple days now, sometimes every other day, depending on what she feels like laying. She's not trying to sit on them. The ones that were in the chicken coop, evidently they're not sitting on them either because they're covered in crap now, so we're going to be pulling those out. Lindsay is on her way up. She wants to do a bonfire tonight, so she's cleaning that up like I was saying. But yeah, I finally got her out to come help me cut firewood. Well, I did all the cutting. She just helped me load it. But it's always nice to have help, and it's always safer when you have an extra person with you. I know some of you are going to say that I'm working her like a dog, but she's doing that all on her own because that's what she wants to do. So, say hi, Lindsay. She's kind of grumpy. She's had a long day. She's got a lot accomplished while I was at work. And she had the kids until about noon. My sister ended up coming upstate to visit and took them to the water park. So they're gone for the rest of the weekend. So it's just the two of us. We might actually get to just sit around and relax for a little while tonight. And I'm not going to mess with those logs anymore. That big one, I'm going to have to change my blade before I tackle that one because my blade's just getting dull. I think when I cut that down and I got my chainsaw pinched, I think I might have bent the blade a little, or the bar a little bit, so I might be getting a new bar here soon. See if that helps. If it don't, then it's just an extra thing we're going to have in case it ever happens that I do bend it or break it. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, but that's all I got for now. In the next coming weeks, we're going to start getting the materials for the roof, the rest of the materials. I still got to pull out a little bit of the insulation and do some more work pulling ceiling out in the bathroom, and then the roof will be ready to come down. Everything's cleaned out. I got that, like I said in my last video, I got that half of the house gutted out and is ready to go. We're gonna make a sign here. We got the stuff to make a sign, and we're gonna start putting a sign out front for fresh eggs for sale. Sometime in the next couple weeks, we got to get a couple loads of manure and put that in the garden beds once we put a good thick layer of mulched grass and leaves, which is kind of why I got that lawnmower with the bagger attachment. I'm not cutting the grass until the majority of the leaves are down. I probably have to do it 2 or 3 times to get them all. But we're gonna be using the bagger and mulching it and covering it, everything in the garden real good. And then after we get that covered, we're gonna get a couple truckloads, like I said, of manure and put a layer of that on top. And then in the springtime, we'll mix all that in together. I also found a nice place reasonably close to where I can get a load of special made dirt. It's certain dirt that you put anything in it, it'll grow. You break a limb off a tree, you stick it in it, it'll grow roots and it'll grow. Um, it's about $200 a bag, and these are big bags. I'm talking like a couple yard bags. They'll barely fit in the back of the truck. But one of those spread out all over everything will bring the nutrient level way up and give the garden everything we need for next year. Between the compost, the manure, and this stuff, we'll have way more than we need. Hey Lindsay, why don't you rake that small stuff up in the middle there so you got a nice base? Or not. But yeah, that's all I got for now. We're gonna sit here. She's gonna build a bonfire, and we're gonna relax for the last couple hours of our Saturday evening. So I'll talk to you guys later. That's it for Going Off Grid My Way. Like, share, subscribe, and comment.